Hey guys, welcome to this Instagram growth hacking video for the Knowledge Society. My name's Nathan Chan and I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 4-step process on how to use Instagram for local businesses. Now my name's Nathan Chan, I'm the CEO and publisher of Founder Magazine, and we're a digital magazine on the App Store, Google Play Store, and we interviewed a ton of super successful entrepreneurs. I'm sure there's some familiar faces that have blessed our covers of the magazine, as you can see here on the screen. And we've used Instagram to rapidly grow our subscription base for the magazine. We've generated millions of dollars on Instagram. It's been an incredible platform to grow our business. We're closing in on 1 million followers, and we've done this in just under 2 years. So there's a massive opportunity right now for local businesses, and these are businesses that utilize Instagram. Now, we do have a course called Instagram Domination. It's our advanced training, and it's an incredibly in-depth course, and we've got thousands of successful students that have utilized Instagram and utilized some of what I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. So let's just get started. I've got a ton of case studies. Some of these case studies are in fact some of our students that have generated a lot of money utilizing Instagram, and these case studies all are local businesses that are crushing it. So it doesn't matter what kind of business, what kind of niche you're in, you can utilize Instagram as a source for traffic, sales, revenue, and I guess getting more customers, which is the most important thing. So let's just jump in, guys. So step number one is you really want to start targeting other businesses. So I know you guys are looking to provide Instagram services to local businesses. If you are, the first thing out of the four-step series is step number one: find other local businesses that you're serving, that that your client is around in that vicinity, that have a similar market or serving a similar niche, or are in that geographical location. Because the challenge is with the local based business is you can only be in Melbourne, or generally you can only service clients or customers in Melbourne or LA or Hawaii. It doesn't really matter. You just have to do whatever you can to find people that are in Melbourne, that are interested in that market, that are looking to buy. So the first thing you want to do, let's say you're in, you're servicing one of your clients is a local teeth whitening studio, and they're based out of Santa Monica in LA. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find all the other businesses that are, like a teeth whitening service that are on Instagram, that are in Santa Monica, and you want to use that. You want to start following with your client's Instagram account. You want to start following their followers, because if they're following, if people are following that business, they're most likely interested in teeth whitening. You also want to find local businesses that are, local coffee shops that have a lot of followers, or local gyms, because these are the kind of places that your target customer hangs out. So if anyone's looking to get like their teeth whitened, then they're very, I guess, self-conscious of their image. So you want to look for other businesses and other markets that are actually in that geographical location. They're interested in what your client has as a product or a service, and they're on Instagram, so they understand it, and they're going to follow. A lot of the times people will follow you back. So once you find these people, you find these businesses, then the next thing you want to do is you want to actually start commenting, liking, and engaging with these people and these businesses, and also finding hashtags that are relevant to these businesses as well. So let's say you have a food truck. You have a food truck business that is one of your clients. You're going to look for food truck LA, food truck Santa Monica, food truck Japan, whatever it is. You want to look for hashtags, you want to look for followers, you want to look for pages that you can like, comment, and engage with. And really understand and think about your target audience, where they hang out, what they do, what their interests are, what are their goals, what are their desires, what are their problems, what are their frustrations, because this is where your client's your client's business comes in. It's going to help solve that problem. So here's an example. This is one of our students, Rami, who's done our advanced training of Instagram domination. He's been utilizing Instagram to generate multiple six figures, all from Instagram, a local-based business, local teeth whitening studio. And I'm going to show you, here's what he's got going on. And what he did in the early days was he started his first clinic. So he's got 3 clinics now in the past year. And his first clinic was in Templestowe. So what he did is he found all the local cafes, all the local health, and image conscious places like gyms, etc., in Templestowe on Instagram, and he started following, liking, commenting, and engaging with these pages. And a lot of people followed back. A lot of people like, oh wow, what's this? Maybe I need to get my teeth whitened. Oh, I've been thinking about that. I wonder if it actually works. They're asking all of these kinds of questions. So that's the first step out of the 4 steps. The second step for a local business to crush it on Instagram, get more sales, customers, and followers, is to utilize influencer fan pages. Now, you've got celebrities or you've got fan pages. So you want to utilize these influencers and fan pages to drive followers and traffic to your client's page. And you also want to use coupon codes and run competitions to track the effectiveness of each influencer or fan page you work with. So here's an example. These guys at Morris Motley, they're a local hairdressing studio. We've actually used these guys. I've got my haircut from these guys, and I found them on Instagram, which was really, really cool. So I'll give you an example. So these guys, Morris Motley, if you have a look here, here's their page, and 72K followers. They're a Melbourne-based studio, and what they've done is they've utilized influencers, all sorts of influencers, to come to their page, and then from there they've got these influencers to post about it. And like for example, this guy called Nick Wooster. He's like a online fashionista. Everyone loves him. 684,000 followers, and he went and got his hair cut at Morris and Motley and did a post about it, and they got so many people coming in. It was crazy. So that's the owner, Rob, and he told me getting that guy in crushed it. So think about what kind of free services that you can give, or what's free product or whatever that you can give to get influencers into the shop front and to get them utilizing, getting them to post and spread the word. This is something that Rami does really, really well. So he gets all sorts of local celebrities to come in. So these guys are Off the Block, which is like a local Australian TV show. He's got all sorts of other influencers that have come on. And what he does is he gets them in for a free teeth whitening session. And then from that, they're going to do a post. That's part of the deal. And then from that post, they get all sorts of traction and all sorts of other people come into the studio. So it's something to think about, guys. There's also fan pages as well. So here's an example of a fan page. So see these guys here? Melbourne to do. So this is not a person. This is not a celebrity. This is a page that is dedicated to a niche or market-based topic. So I'm sure there's LA to do or something to do in Santa Monica. And what these guys are doing is, they're a source or knowledge for people that are interested in things to do in Melbourne. And, all sorts of companies go and advertise with these guys. So you check these guys. Noble Experiment invites you to find a 2-piece suit or a fancy sequin dress for their New Year's, 5-course degustation and fancy cocktails. So these guys are obviously running some sort of New Year's Eve campaign, as you can see, and they've paid these guys or given them free beers or free dinners or whatnot to get them to post about their New Year's Eve. And look, all these people are this is wonderful. I've seen that. Okay, so now I think I should wear the sequin dress instead of the jumpsuit. Dang decision. So people are already oh, okay, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to go there to these guys for New Year's. So this is a fan page. So you want to look at engaging local celebrities or fan pages, and you want to use coupon codes or run competitions to track the effectiveness of each influencer or fan page. So as I mentioned, these guys at Morris Motley, very, very smart guys. Same with Melbourne to do. So step number 3. Post epic content regularly. So from these competitions, you want to try to get as much user-generated content as possible. So what that means is it's getting other people that use your product, use your service to post photos about it, to spread the word of your brand, of your service, of this local business, but also use that content. Because if you follow us and you know our strategies when it comes to Instagram, we're all about posting awesome content on a consistent basis. That's where it's at. So if you have a local business, online business, e-commerce business, doesn't matter. You have to have you have to have an Instagram account that's got awesome content. Otherwise, people aren't going to follow. And you want to post those photos regularly. And you want to find people that are using your product, because that's one of the best ways to sell a product or service, is having everyday people just like me or you watching this video right now, utilizing that product or service. So here's a great case study. These guys are from Mr. Burger. Check this out. So these guys are a local burger place. They have a few different burger shops around Melbourne and Australia, and they also have food trucks. So here what they've done, look, tag us in your photos with the Mr. Burger hashtag. If we use your photos, you get free burgers. So what they're doing is they're getting content for Mr. Burger, right? So look at this person. They've posted, oh dude, best damn loaded chips ever. And this person is posting about Mr. Burger to 91 followers. Now, I know it might not seem a lot in our world, but it all adds up. And that word of mouth, that's one of the best kind of recommendations is your friend says, hey, have you tried Mr. Burgers before? They're awesome. So, look how many. That was how long was that? That was an hour ago. And then there was another one 2 hours ago. So they're at the food truck here in Melbourne. So think about how you can get user-generated content, guys. Very, very powerful. And you can use that content to put on your page with everyday people, just like this person. The Mr. Burger effect. Find a burger near you by clicking the link in our bio. So that's their sales funnel. Their sales funnel is they're showing you how to find a local burger, Mr. Burger near you, and it's going to detect your location. So find a burger. So dang it. No trucks or stores. So here we go. Currently 5 trucks and 0 stores cooking. So here's the ones that you can go to in Melbourne that are near where I am right now. And here's the dates, because they're always in different areas. So something to think about. So as I said, case studies, social proof, one of the best ways to sell and build trust and get more sales. And that's why you want to utilize, Instagram to grow local-based businesses through Instagram. So number 4, our final step. Understand the sales process and rinse and repeat. So what you guys want to be doing is focusing your time and attention on getting people to click on the link in the bio, because that's the #1 asset for an Instagram page. So you saw what I did just then with Mr. Burger. Like, that's killer. Click on the link in our bio to find where our store is. These guys have multiple stores. Click on the link in our bio to go to our landing page. I'm going to show you Rami's, I'm going to show you Rami's sales funnel in a second and rinse and repeat. But pretty much, guys, what you want to be doing is obsessing about the link in the bio, getting people to press on it, trying to drive that foot traffic of people that are finding out about that local business into the store. So how can you do that? If somebody goes there, can you do paid advertising? Can you retarget them? And understand the goal to get that person into the store, because it definitely depending on the business. So for Mr. Burger, they have many different stores, so they just point you to a place where you can find a burger in your area, and it automatically detects that. People will not click on the bio unless you tell them to. Very, very key. Don't forget that. Write that one down. But let's look at Rami's sales funnel. So I know Rami's sales funnel crushes and converts. He's one of our successful students. He makes a lot of money from this, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So check this. Very, very powerful. So if I click on the link in Rami's bio, it's going to take me to a website, smilesofmelbourne.com.au/white smile. And he's got a video of how teeth whitening works, because he knows that one of the objections that people were having is, how does this work? Does it work for me? Can I trust this? I'm scared about the whole process. So he has a video to share with you and alleviate any concerns that you have. And then he says, oh, this is who we are. We've got a special price, so it's a limited time offer. Then he's got all sorts of media shots of him. He's got before and afters. He's got FAQs, handling any objections. He's got more before and afters. And he's got all these celebrities that he's worked with, like The Block, etc., etc. There's guys off The Survivor. here in Australia, all sorts of other celebrities, Married at First Sight, The Bachelor, more girls off The Bachelor that he's worked with. Then he's got, Miss World, so all these other people, all these famous people that, here in Australia, people are like, oh, okay, if these guys go, these guys must be legit. So what happens next if I actually want to book? So totally different from Mr. Burger. His goal is to get you to book in for an appointment. So which city would you like? He's in 2 different cities now. But if he wasn't, he'd just be he used to be just in Melbourne, now he's just moved to Sydney as well. So now you go to here, and which store are you going to choose? Okay, we're going to choose Templestowe. So now it's going to pick up time and date. All right, so I want to come in on a Thursday, no more slots. Friday, no more slots. All right, how about January? These guys must be closed. All right, I can choose January Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Now I put in my name, details, and my phone number. Now what's happening here is I'm being sent to a website. So what you can do actually is you can actually use Facebook ads or Instagram ads to retarget that person. If that person types in their email, you should be able to use cart abandonment software to write an email to them, say, hey, you didn't finish confirming your booking, would you like to come back? These are the kinds of things I want to encourage you guys to think about. Think about the customer journey and the sales process and optimize that, because the first step is to get people on Instagram to click on the link in the bio to find out more, how they can go to that local business, how they can find out more, how you can get them in the store. And that's where it's at. So don't forget to ask for the sale and rinse, repeat this process, guys. Understand that goal to get that person in the store, and you're going to crush it. I hope you guys enjoyed this training. We do have a free resource for you because we do a lot of stuff around Instagram. If you've enjoyed this, this is just a small portion of what we have to offer. You can go to foundermag.com/free to check out this free resource. It's an in-depth guide, totally on us, just for you guys, because I know you're all about learning, crushing Instagram. And we also have something else that you might like. I know you guys are into knowledge and books and all those other kind of things. Well, we've interviewed some of the most successful entrepreneurs of our generation at Founder, and Seth Godin, Richard Branson, Ariana Huffington, Gary Vee, Barbara Corcoran, Damon John, you name it. And we've packaged all of their insights into a beautifully designed coffee table book. You can go and check that out. We've just launched it. You can go to foundermag.com/book if you want to grab yourself a copy. I know you guys will love it. That's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this training wherever you are around the world, and wish you all the best with your Instagram journey, and keep it up.